Hi, welcome. In this video, we're going to see me working with Puddles individually now. One-on-one on the leash here. The dog is away. And here you're going to see, again, just I'm using a flat collar. This is all about agreeableness. Okay? This is about specific interactions that the dog comes into agreement with based on what's reasonable. So here's the thing. When you're doing this, there's still some accommodation. If a dog is, even though what you're doing can be very reasonable, it can be unreasonable to the dog in the sense that you don't want to go into too much conflict. You don't want people getting bitten. Not to say that Puddles is going to bite anybody at all. She just has a lot of control issues with manifesting, and she's stressed. Okay, so here to take stress of the dog, it's all about just beginning to gain acceptance, agreeableness to just how you're kind of nudging and moving. Because here you see her tail's wagging the whole time. So it's kind of a duality thing here between, relationships, stress loads on her. So here what I'm doing with her again, you'll see how, again, there's disagreeableness here, there's some conflict. But again, just about how I'm working the method, okay? So again, the first video you saw me kind of doing a de-stressing exercise. Here it's the same type of thing, still a de-stressing exercise. But starting to line the method up a little bit here, I'm going to bring her in beside me, do a little push-pull. Put a little down pressure on her as well. This is very helpful. See her roll. That's not, like the dog wanting their belly rub. Okay, that's protest. Their mind is reacting and they're turning. When that happens, just don't hover there. Just bring the dog back up. I'm nudging her a little bit. She's investing. Again, just about how influences intercepting her state of mind. Even here's a little nudging. So when people see this, they'll look, how people filter things too. They'll, look at things like in terms of right now, for example, the popular, kind of approach is to start to reward. The majority of trainers are starting to reward Puddles, okay, based on her appearing to become more agreeable. That's the wrong way to approach it. Okay, to understand it would be no different than dealing with an already selfish child and beginning to do high fives and get all excited. Like a couple minutes in, because you're assuming that things are happening too quickly. Okay, it's not even about not being happy about something. This is about staying focused on the tone of the interaction, so that you're not changing into emotion. Emotion is going to empower a dog. Okay, because again, that's what the problem is. It's typically too much emotion, which leads to control issues. So here, this is just about agreeableness, the way that these interactions, what they represent. Same thing here, you see her kind of reacting a little bit. Bring her in. He's a cute dog, okay? But it's not about, bad or good. This is just about relationships. So, of course, the dog is going to be really great and good. So if the dog comes up on you like that, just move it off you. Good leash technique is really important, okay, just with helping to, displace, challenge, a little push-pull. Same thing, this is just her reaction to having a lot of stress. Again, you can look at this type of interaction here with a dog like Puddles, is that de-stressing is still about de-stressing her, okay? This is what the interaction-based approach is what does that. Starting to take stress off of her. She's already starting to relax more and more in the crate already. As they're really starting to line up. This is just about cleaning up the relationship. Little push-pull. Notice how this smooth fluid technique. This isn't about, even when I'm pushing on her, asserting influence onto her, it's not hard. But it's not a massage either, okay? It's just to grab her mind, intercept her state of mind just in that moment. I'm going to put some more down pressure onto her. Now here's the thing, when you tell a dog is starting to become more agreeable, now notice here, because you can see this change. Notice how she goes on her back like that. But what you'll notice in these interactions as they start to line up, you will see her start to go more prone. Pay attention as the videos get posted, you're going to see her position change. That provides context as to how her thinking is beginning to change, her agreeableness in terms of the role of influence. Same thing here. She doesn't want to come forward a little bit. Same thing. You know, she's expressing a little bit here. This is just stress coming off of her. You kind of watch her start to de-stress as I'm doing everything the same each time. My thinking isn't changing. Look for a tap, nudge the leash just a little bit. So even here, you know, it's just knowing, okay, how to communicate to the leash at times to get her to release more and more stress, okay? You know, so how I'm working her mind is almost very subtle sometimes what I'm doing here with the leash at times, because I know exactly, you know, how much influence to assert at a given time to create agreeableness to get her to buckle, okay? Start to release more and more stress from her. So again, this is a de-stressing exercise. You'll see her become more like a normal dog here as this moves forward. Tail's wagging, right? This is just about control. Bring her forward a little bit. No, she doesn't want to come forward at times. You know, just nudging her forward here. But notice I'm not rushing. So when you have a dog that's holding a lot of control, you know, you want to be more intentional, not moving so fast. Because right here, see, it's creating reaction, so you don't want to move forward because it's going to create more conflict. Here, it's just gaining acceptance by interacting with her this way. Just how I'm nudging the leash here a little bit. Say just stationary, taking my time. We're hanging out, but I'm in full control, but I'm just relaxed at the same time. Here, Bo over. Here, Bella over there. Now she has a remote collar on, and I'm giving her just some vibration. Okay, not hurting her at all. Helps her to settle down, communicate when she, you know, just intercepting that helps to de-stress her. Now this is where the role of remote collars is helpful for crate issues. So I'm out here, and this is like multitasking, and I hear her start to stress. I just will nudge her just briefly, just she knows I'm out here. There's a little bit of a, like I said, just like communicating, okay? Same thing. You notice now here, right? Starting to see Puddles starting to kind of relax her a little bit. Okay, no pet, don't want to pet or anything like that. This is just about relationship and control. Move forward again a little bit. Notice you're going to get a reaction here. This happens. You can kind of manipulate the leash a little bit. Bring her forward. Go push pull. Now, this is just about acceptance. You know, because how I move the leash and everything, it's all the same all the time. Okay, I'm always working towards painting the perfect picture of change, okay, just in terms of how I'm lining up these interactions. So move this way here a little bit with her. Just try to jump up a little bit, just a little push-pull. See that little push-pull? Put a little down pressure on her. I'm not pushing hard with down pressure. It's more about just collapsing her mind. So it's not about pushing hard with the dog at all. This is just about collapsing. You want to be in their head. If I push too hard, then it changes, you know, things into getting physical. This is, see, she goes on her side. Just don't let her hang. Just kind of bring her up. Tap a little bit. Because here's the thing, when a dog is holding a lot of control, I'll do a lot more downs with them, a little bit more pressure that way. But again, it's all technique. You know, it's not about shoving hard on the dog. It's just about, because again, it's all about agreeableness, the role of influence. And bring her forward here again, back into the sit. Push, pull. Those are not using commands. A little bit, again, a little bit of down pressure. She goes here again, just back up. We'll let her hover there, but I'm just putting a little bit of down pressure on her. So I'll be rotating. Again, this is what I'm going to be doing. You'll see another video of Bella rotating. This is what it's about, rotating the dog's skill method. It's a lot of what you call like circuit training. Few minutes, break time, few minutes, break time. That repeats itself. It cycles through over and over again. This gets them into understanding, okay, what is happening by way, again, of how you're interacting with them. Just like be like a selfish child, a parent's interacting with that child in specific ways. Even here, I'm doing the sit. Notice there's some resistance. I'm not pushing hard. This is just about acceptance, right? Agreeableness. Watch this, same thing. She's trying to be stubborn, right, a little bit. That's normal. Push, pull. See that? Same thing. Just about technique, so how you do it. Okay, we're still in the process here. This is like still like a couple hours into it, but already already starting to release some control. Thanks for watching.